how to pass the NMLS Safe Exam test. You can do it. I did it. I graduated high school this year. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm 18. What's stopping you from doing it? Let's get into it. Okay, so the exam itself, in order to take it, you need 20 hours of pre-licensing education. So you get those 20 hours, then you can sign up for the test. All right, it costs $110, so you really don't want to be failing the exam. The first attempt, it's a 54% pass rate, and the second attempt, it drops down to a 45% pass rate, because I guess it's a difficult exam. All right, it's not that easy, but you can do it if you study it, and I got some methods for you guys to use. So the test itself is 125 questions, and you need 75% to pass. I failed the first time, and I passed my second time yesterday. I got an 80%. All right, I got a 71% my first time. The test tries to trick you. It's a bunch of questions that like are double negatives, and it's literally a test just to trick you, because once you know the information, it's pretty simple and it's quick. They give you 3 hours for the test, but you only really need about an hour and 10 minutes. Like, if you know the information, you know it, and it's gonna be quick. My number one thing after completing your 20-hour prerequisite, I wish I did this. I didn't find out until later, but NMLS has a outline. I will link it down below, that has literally everything that the test has on it, right? And in the 20-hour pre-licensing, it goes over a majority of the stuff, but it never goes like in depth into each specific thing. And I feel like that's why my first time I failed, is because I knew like the general stuff, but I didn't know the specifics. So when you do the outline, it tells you every little thing about each law and each act. So you're actually learning the ins and outs of it. And if you don't know the questions, because it's just a blank outline, Quizlet has literally everything and every answer. So you just write it down. You write. I took up like 3 notebooks, like writing down this damn outline, because it's long. It's like 14 pages, but all the answers are there. So just, are you willing to spend the time? If you are, you'll pass the exam. Just sit down for a couple hours and do it, or you can either be really smart, or you just won't pass it ever. Those are the 2 options. So that was my biggest regret, because there's also another method. So my 2 study methods was the outline, and the second was CompuCram. It's quizzes and tests. So I took them over and over, a bunch of repetition, and I honestly just memorized the hell out of the questions and the answers. So in doing so, it made the test so much easier. What I would do every time, and if you miss a question, it tells you right away, you missed the question, the correct answer is this. So only look at the correct answer and write it down. I would write it down 3 times when I got closer to the testing day, because I was like, dude, I need to know this. And a lot of the questions are like, they're easy to like mix up and like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, like mix them up and get confused. So if you write it down, it gets ingrained in your memory, especially if you do it over and over and you force yourself, because it's all a personal thing. If you want to pass this exam or any exam, you just gotta force yourself to learn it. Like, you tell your brain it has no other option, and you're passing the exam, and you will pass the exam. So those are my 2 study methods, the outline and the quizzes. I highly recommend CompuCram. It's $110, and if you're gonna make your money back like within 2 weeks of working there, a week of working, like ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a worry about, am I gonna get my money back? You spend probably like $400 getting licensed, because there's the $10 licensing fee, like $200 courses fee, that's the 20-hour, it's about $200, and then another $100 on CompuCram, so like $400 or $500, but you'll make your money back in a week. So it's like, do you want them? You know, it's obvious that it's worth it. So those are my tips for passing the NMLS Safe exam. Again, 18, right out of high school, I passed it. You can do it. It's no problem. It's if you're willing to do it. So good luck. You guys will pass the exam, and see you in the next video.